Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. We are in we're not in week 3, we're in week 4 of my weekly check-in, but I'm getting ready to show you what we spent in our categories for week 3, and we're going to reconcile week 3 and set up week 4, and it'll be the end of January. The first month of 2021 is almost to the end already. Today is the 22nd of January. I cannot believe it. My husband got paid today, so we have all new budgeting things to do. So let's dive right in. If you're interested though, I actually do this in my Every Dollar as well. Not weekly check-in, but paycheck to paycheck check-in. And so if you're interested, I am doing a video on that, so look for that. And you can see how I set up these spending categories in there as well. But let's look at what has happened, what kind of damage I have done for our spending categories. It is actually kind of nauseating how much we did in groceries, and I am way over budget in groceries. Everything else was fine. Groceries, why? I think a big part of it was I have added, what is it called? HelloFresh every week. And it comes out every week. And I have also had a big cleaning supply run that I purchased a lot of cleaning supplies on this week as well. And so that's why my groceries were higher than normal, because I do grocery household together. So let me zoom in and I'll show you the categories and we'll just start working from here. This is my what do you call it, transactions for each week. I'm checking in from the 15th through the 21st, and we're going to do grocery, household, restaurants, miscellaneous, and gasoline, and any unbudgeted items. I will show you that as well. I don't really track the dollar amount. I just have it running to remind me that I am spending outside the budget categories. So, and that usually comes out of our buffer. So give me 1 second. I'm going to zoom you in and I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Now that we're zoomed in, we can kind of see the categories better, and we can see the expense stickers better. And so I'm going to jump right in. For my expense stickers, the little white box in the corner, I use a highlighter to indicate what each item is. So for pink, it's grocery household items, restaurants are blue, miscellaneous are green, and gasoline are purple. And then I use this teeny tiny petite planner expense sticker that I got from Sara Marie Stickers. It was in an oops bag that she had. So I use that to indicate my unbudgeted items. It just kind of makes it stand out more, and I don't really track them as far as anything other than listing them in the budget, or in the calendar here and in the unbudgeted category. I'm only tracking them. I'm not actually adjusting for a budget for them. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I spent in grocery household. And I can promise you I am way over budget in grocery household, and we are going to dive into that. So from the 15th through the 21st is what we're checking in on. And I spent the first one on grocery household right here, which was $79.99. It was just some groceries and odds and ends stuff, whatever the kids requested, whatever they need. They have specific things that they like, and that's what I got there. And then over here, every week we get HelloFresh. We love HelloFresh. It's a good program. It averages to be this $63.28. It's 3 meals for 2 people that we pay for, and it averages about $10 a person, or just over $10 a person. I'm sorry, $10 a meal, 6 meals total, so $10 a meal, and that's $63.28 with tax. So, but we enjoy it, the variety, the flavors, the getting to cook something unique and new that I hadn't even considered that I might like. And I just love how they kind of set it all up. So let's see, we have the Walmart that I've already got, and then, oh, and this Walmart here. So I did a big grocery haul here, as well as cleaning supplies, $124.26, and then the HelloFresh, which is $63.78. Now that's a subscription. It comes out every week. automatically, and I don't have to do anything about it. So I already set up my stickers for that so I don't forget that that's what's going to come out. And then that is all the groceries that I have. There's no other groceries after that. So let's go through and calculate that real quick. Okay, so I noticed I wrote a 7 instead of a 2 here, so I'm jumping back in. We're going to add this up, and then I should have the right total this time. I noticed my total wasn't correct just a second ago. All right, so 79.99 plus 124.26 plus 63.28. There we go. And then that is correct. Okay. It's a good thing I pre-do this before I get on camera most of the time, so I don't have too many mistakes. Oh my gosh, when they are off by pennies, they just drive me bananas. All right, so that's what I have for grocery household. Now we're going to tally up what restaurants are, and that's in the blue. So let me find all the restaurants. The first one is always on Friday because we always get pizza on Friday. So let's mark that. And that was 30 to 30. There we go. Nothing on Saturday. And then on Sunday, let's see, we got Chinese. That's 35.65. And then Chick-fil-A. We have a lot of Chick-fil-A. It's been a Chick-fil-A kind of month. The kids love it and we like it, and we just kind of been getting it lately. And then one more Chick-fil-A here. 35.20, especially on Thursdays seem to be Chick-fil-A nights. It's just easier to go get it and have dinner ready and go. Because after a long week, you're just like, oh man, this is crazy. So here we go. Let's go ahead and total this up. Those are all the restaurants we have for the week. And I am very excited. We are under budget in restaurants. That I can rarely say. Because that's where we like to spend all our money. 17, 16, and then 17. Oh, try that again. $35, $65, $17, $16, and then $35, $20. All right, so we spent $120 and 31 cents. There we go. All right. Now we're going to move on to the miscellaneous category. So miscellaneous, we had Home Depot. So as you may have heard me talk about before, my son loves Legos, and he has been not only building them, but he's been keeping them displayed. So we've been buying shelving units and trying to be creative in his room on how to display them in a small room. And he's 2 capacity, so hopefully we can figure something out. So $45.53. We bought 3 long MDF boards, and then the L hooks that go with it, and some other stuff for the house. I think trying to think of what it was. I can't remember. But anyways, we bought a mixture of stuff. Some of those were the shelves. Some of them were for other things. So that was what we got at Home Depot. And then our Amazon purchases, which we are obsessed with spending money with Amazon. I'm just like, really? But it's just so convenient, and they're faster than anyone else. It's crazy. $32.04. I bought 3 items, a kitchen item, like a grater. It's only like $10 for like, because a lot of the recipes for HelloFresh, they grate the garlic, zest the fruit, you know, the lemon or the lime or whatever. I'm like, I don't have anything to do that with. So I finally broke down and bought one, and then something for my husband, and then I think socks. I needed a new package of socks because they were getting thin. Anyway, just that kind of stuff, random stuff. And then we got a gift for my husband's cousin who's having a baby anytime now. $37.53. I think she's due in February, but man, she could be due anytime. And she's amazing. So we're excited for her. And everything like that. Oh, and then I purchased a book for a Bible study. It was $15. It was actually $14, but they had it in the system wrong, and they're going to give us $1 back at church. So I'm cool with that. So that's all the miscellaneous stuff that we have. So let's go ahead and total these up. And that was $45.53 plus $32.04 plus $37.53 and 15. There we go. So it's $130.10 is what we spent there. And then gasoline. Oh, don't forget gas. I did get gas one time, and that was I'm just gonna write here 44. Let me show you. 44.61. There we go. And then unbudgeted will be $77.79 and then $34.97. I bought a shirt, and then my husband got my Valentine gift. It was from Build-A-Bear, so I love this silly Build-A-Bear. I wanted the Lilo. No, not Lilo. Stitch, and then the pink version. 625 and 626, I think is who they are. I can't think of her name. But they were so cute together. She's pink, he's blue, and it was just a beautiful little Valentine looking thing. So I was like, I want both of them. And he's like, okay. So he was very sweet to give me that, and I was very appreciative. The weird thing is the money has not come out of our checking account. Even though I'm counting it here. Whoops. There we go. Even though I'm counting it here, I don't know why they haven't taken the money out, because it's been shipped. And so we might have to contact them and find out what happened. So for the unbudgeted category, we're just keeping an eye on it. We spent $112.76 for this week. I'm going to turn that off. And then we are going to look at the weekly check-in. So I'm going to zoom you out for just a second, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So here's my weekly check-in sheets. Now, everything you see here in this notebook, I created for myself, and I sell them on Etsy. So if you're ever interested in these budget sheets to work for yourself, check my shop out on Etsy. It's called Lisa's Faith Budget Plan. And I change these headers every month. And yeah, you can just downloadable printables, and you can have the worksheets for yourself. It really helps keep me on track. And weekly check-ins is something I've been doing for, I guess, since October of last year of 2020. And I really like it. I'm surprised. I never did it before, but I'm really enjoying my style of budgeting on weekly check-ins. Some people put a budget amount and tell themselves what they're going to do for the week. Some people just start with the month amount and then go from there. There's many ways of doing it. Whatever works best for you. Hopefully these sheets can definitely help you with that. So here we go. As you can see, $267.53 is a lot more than the $111.68 that I had budgeted for the week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom you in, and that way you can see me write this out properly, and we will get started. Okay, here we go. So I went ahead and popped my sheets out. It's another thing I love about printables. You can put them on a disc system. You can put them in a 3-ring binder. You can do whatever you want, and you can pop them in and out, and you don't have the coil or the rings to interfere with your handwriting and hitting it all the time. So grocery household, $111.68, and we spent, let's see, $267.53. So I'm going to calculate this as we go along. That way we can just go ahead and get through it all. So the calculation would be here, 111 minus the 267.53, and oh my, $155.85 over. Now, because I always try to stay within a specific budget amount for the entire month, I only budgeted $200 for my grocery household. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to stay within the $1,000 budget for groceries for the entire month. But I'm okay with it because I still have plenty of money in some of my other categories, and that will compensate for it. Mainly because we're not driving anywhere, and it'll probably come out of the gasoline budget. I still keep it pretty high, hoping, you know, we'll start traveling again and driving and doing things, but no, it's just not been happening. All right, so negative 155.85. All right, Now I will adjust for these once I'm done up here on week 3 and set up my week 4 category. Next is the restaurants. So that is $155.73. And we spent, which I'm so proud of us, $120.31. Let's see. Trying to make sure everything's still on screen. There we go. Minus 120.31. And that gives us $35.42 left over. So that was like a whole Chick-fil-A dinner night, and we still had plenty of money that we could have gone out to eat one more time, but that's okay because we don't need to go out to eat as often as we do. That's why I budget for it, to make sure we can, because we just cannot resist. So miscellaneous, I have budgeted $116.40. Then I had that refund and I added it to this amount. So it was $26.49. That gives us a total of $142.89. We spent on miscellaneous, move that over here, $130.10. So minus 130.10. And that gives us the $12.79 left over. And still in positive numbers. I think we're good for the week 3 period, but I also have to lower it for the week 4 coming up. So I'll get to add some of that later. The next is the gasoline, and we only spent $44. I'm the only one that needed gas so far, 61, and I still have plenty in gasoline. $159.79. I do have a large vehicle. It's a Nissan Armada. It's 8 years old and it takes a lot of gas, but it was still plenty of money in the category, so to cover some of that for grocery household. I don't like doing it that way, but that's just what turned out. So, and then the unbudgeted. So we know I don't budget for unbudget, and I'm not including it when I add and subtract across these numbers, but we did spend $112.76. This is just to remind me that we're spending out of the budget. And even though we agreed between me and my husband, it's just how much are we for the month doing that? I want to see what that looks like. So at the end of the month, I would add all these up and discover what we totally spent, and may have to reflect and decide, should we change things in the budget, or is this just fun stuff that we're doing, or what is this? That's what I'm trying to discover here. So we are going to go ahead and total these numbers up. 267.53 plus 120.31. 130.10 plus 44.61. Total spending for this week is $562.55. I do not include unbudgeted. So if I took that and subtracted that from the $570.09, we would have $7.54. And if you go and total this up, it would equal this amount as well. So let's do that real quick. 115.18 plus 12.79 plus 35.42 minus 155.85. And check. That turned out perfect. Okay. So now what we have next is, I like to keep these little sticky notes here and to show how much the budget, in the budget, I wanted to give myself for this week in this category, but I have to adjust it based on that. So what I'm going to do, find my little tweezers here because it's just easier for me to handle these things. We'll move these off to the side, out of the way, and I can reference them as I need them. So grocery household, I was going to do $200. There we go. That's what I had budgeted, was $200, but I overspent by $155.85. Left me $44.15. So that's what I have for the budget. And I know I will go over budget for grocery household for the entire month, because this $44.15 will bring me to the $1,000 mark. And I don't want to go over that, but I have to, because I spent too much in the grocery household overall for the entire month. But these other categories that I didn't go over in spending can kind of compensate for it. So if you total the budget for each of the categories combined as one spending category, then I did not go over budget for the month. So we'll have to see what week 4 brings, check in for that. Probably will do that one on the 29th of January and post that one. Restaurants. So I had $125 saved or budgeted for restaurants for this paycheck and week, and I have $35.42 left over from the previous week. I'm going to add those together, and that gives me a new budget of $160.42. The miscellaneous category, I gave myself a budget of $125 plus the $12.79 I have left over from the previous week. We'll go into there. $37.79, so we're good there. And then gasoline, which I have way too much for, but I will be using that to offset the cost of the groceries overspending. Will be $115.18 plus $62.50 is what I had planned for this week. So that is $177.68, and we're going to total all 4 of these together. $137.79 plus $160.42 plus $44.15. So we have about $520.04 for the entire week of week 4. I think that'll be enough. My husband actually will not be in town. He'll be traveling for business. So I think that'll be enough for me and my 2 boys. They're adult grown boys, but it should be enough for the 3 of us while he's gone. And yeah, I think we'll be fine. So like I said, we will go over grocery household for the entire month, that one category. But as far as all the spending categories combined, I think we will still stay under budget for the entire month for all 4 categories combined together. So yeah, that is it. That's what I have for you. Let's go ahead and zoom back out, and I'll close out this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of my videos on budgeting, weekly check-ins, paycheck to paycheck, and all the things that we do here on the channel, please subscribe to my channel and check in and see what I got going on. So this is my weekly check-in. I have closed out week 3, and I have set up my week 4 spending categories, and I am pretty much on target, knowing I'm going to be a little bit over budget in certain categories. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I hope your budget's going well. If you have any questions or comments, please put it in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you, and I hope you have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.